High school football coming your way on TotalMedia Sports. Tonight, the Eastern Eagles hit the road to Davis Stadium here in Jackson County, where they will face the Mighty Oaks of Oak Hill. Good evening, everybody. This is Hayden Milliken. Jared Volgamore will be here with us this evening and will be joining us near kickoff. Both of these teams are looking for their first win of the season, coming off of an 0-1 start. However, these teams are not going to let that deter them, as Eastern took a loss to South Point, and that one was a close one, folks. A field goal by Ezra Young for South Point. That was the exclamation mark. Oak Hill had some more woes to deal with and a 35-6 loss to Wellston. Right now, as you can see, the Oak Hill Oaks marching band is out on the field warming up. And, well, we're about 13 minutes from the start of tonight's contest. Oak Hill comes in here this year with their first-year head coach, Weston Hale. And if you're a fan of girls basketball, you may know the name. Or if you're a fan of high school football going way back, you may also remember that name for the only 11-plus win seasons in Oak Hill history. And we're going to keep it right here, folks, for the national anthem. Our national anthem, and as I was saying, a first-year head coach for the Oak Hill Oaks this season, Weston Hale, spent the last few seasons as girls basketball coach, and he is the fourth coach for Oak Hill in the last 6 years. It was Paul Carver, then Tyler Kratzenberg, Jason Fitzhugh, and now here we are to coach Weston Hale and his Oak Hill Oaks. Again, both teams coming in here with an 0-1 record this evening, so one team is guaranteed a victory here tonight. As for Eastern, we talked about the heartbreaker at the top of the broadcast against South Point, and I think it was put best on social media. The sun came up. It was a 32-game winning streak for the Eastern Eagles, but unfortunately, like all streaks, eventually they do come to an end, and that is exactly what happened for the Eastern Eagles. Again, that loss to South Point, looking to bounce back this evening. Still 9 weeks of football to go, but a 32-game winning streak in the regular season, believe me, folks, is definitely nothing to take lightly. When you can get to that point, 32 straight wins, that's 2 games and then 3 regular seasons, and then losing, of course, on opening night. That game took place over in Piketon due to weather conditions, but we will indeed be back at Eastern next Friday night, for those wondering. We're about 10 minutes from the start of this one. The officials making their way out onto the field. So what we're going to do is we're going to step aside, and we'll be back in a few minutes with more pregame coverage. You're watching the Eastern Eagle Sports Network, presented by Austin's Heating and Cooling and Total Media Sports.
Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BodkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com. Looking for that old school sweet treat? Come on down to Emma's Frosty Cream in Beaver, Ohio. From soft serve cones to fresh baked pizza, Emma's is the hometown favorite. Emma's Frosty Cream. Visit today and cool down the right way.
At
First National Bank, we're more than just banking, we're your neighbors, offering personal and business solutions to help you thrive. Experience hometown banking today. Visit thefirstnationalbank.com.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Meet Jordan Thornsberry with Key Realty, a local realtor who knows our community and cares about helping families find the right home. Whether you're buying your first home or ready to sell, Jordan's here to guide you every step of the way. Call 740-835-1581 today.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. And back here at beautiful, and I mean beautiful, Davis Stadium for tonight's contest between the Eastern Eagles and the Oak Hill Oaks. Before we continue our pregame coverage, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Our presenting sponsor, Austin's Heating and Cooling, Hometown Chevrolet, Ohio Valley Bank, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies, Emma's Frosty Cream, Chase Brown Law, Neil Lyston Family, Jordan Thornsberry, Key Realty, First National Bank, Waverly Tire, Megan Carroll, and Atomic Credit Union. So a big sponsorship turnout this season. Thank you to all of those sponsors for making tonight's broadcast and all broadcasts of Eastern Eagles athletics possible this season. Again, we were talking about Eastern and losing that undefeated streak, and talking about Oak Hill looking to pick up a win here on the season. Right now, the cheerleaders are on the field. And let me tell you, what a great band they have here as well over in Oak Hill, defending their halftime Battle of the Bands title at halftime. And they're a phenomenal band. If you've never heard them, I've had the opportunity to catch the Oak Hill band several times over at the Apple Festival, different parades, the Oak Hill Festival of Flags that takes place down here. And they're a phenomenal band year in and year out. So I got to give them credit. We were talking about this stadium. This was built about 20 years ago, and this stadium is state-of-the-art. And how lucky are the people of Jackson County? They have two of the nicest stadiums in southeastern Ohio. Alumni Stadium down the road in Jackson, and here at Davis Stadium in Oak Hill, we got ourselves a nice view up here in the press box, and we're excited to bring you the competition here this evening. The officials this evening are Randy Kelly, David Welch, Nicholas Clark, Jason Leisher, Brandon Harbolt, and Bill Lee. Again, the officiating crew this evening assigned for this contest at Davis Stadium. We've also got a few other contests taking place in the local area tonight as Piketon travels to Wellston. Waverly with their first home game against the Pioneers of Zane Trace. And a lot of other action taking place. South Point, who Eastern fell to last week, will play Racine Southern at home. Meggs takes on the Sims Valley Vikings. And then just looking through this schedule, Wheelersburg and Chillicothe, another big football matchup taking place at Herrnstein Field in the Paper City. That one, folks, is going to be an exciting one, but hopefully this one will be as well. Again, the Oak Hill cheerleading unit out there right now, and we are about 4.5 minutes on that reel alone for his catch at Piketon against South Point.
He's a great football player.
And that punt is very low, does not go far at all, and it's going to bounce around midfield, and it is going to be marked at around the 47, 48-yard line, 48. So Eastern just barely in their own territory.
Can't ask for much better field position there. You got to take advantage of it now.
No, sirree, you cannot.
And this is our first time on offense, correct?
Yes. And for those watching, we do apologize for some technical difficulties we had here, some unforeseen hiccups we had at the start of the broadcast. If you see some things, we're still working on them, but we are aware of them. Again, it is first down and 10 here for the Eastern Eagles. Ball marked at the 48-yard line, their own 48. And here comes the Eastern Eagles offense. Bryden Davis will be under center. Behind him is going to be Trey Kelly and I believe Eli Schaefer. And here's the handoff to Eli Schaefer. He's going to go up the gut. Schaefer has a first down and some, and it's taken a whole cavalry to bring Eli Schaefer down to the 35-yard line.
What a run.
Indeed, yes, sir. So Eli Schaefer brought down at the 35-yard line of the Oaks, and a big pickup there, Jared, and it took almost the entire team to bring him down.
Well, I think he got hit with about 5 yards, and he got hit, and he just kept motoring, man. And then the O-line came and pushed him. Said, shoot, what did he get, 15 yards there?
Yeah. It'll be at the 31-yard line, first and 10 Eastern Eagles. Bryden Davis coming out here, staying in that I formation. Because up top for Eastern is going to be Stidham. Down low is Boston Webb. And he is going to hand this one off again to Eli Schaefer. If that run play ain't broke, don't fix it.
Nope.
And it pushes through again and now into the red zone.
2 straight, just turn around, hand it off to the halfback. Seems to be the recipe for success right now, Hank.
They're pushing it up the gut, and here in early Oak Hill's defense is having a hard time responding to the ground game.
Yeah, and I think it's just the early push the O-line's getting right now. And Schaefer's, I mean, he's hitting the hole and just kind of putting through there, and nobody's really tackling him.
At the 18-yard line, it is first and 10 Eagles again in the red zone.
We're just running a straight I formation with a fullback. You didn't see that a whole lot last week.
Seeing it a lot this week. As they're going to hand this off, that's Trey Kelly with the carry, and he spins one off and is brought down just shy of the 10-yard line.
Wow.
Kelly, nice spin move to get away from a defender there.
These guys are running hard right now. What do you get, about 7 there?
Yeah, it's going to be second and short.
I mean, you're turning around and getting 7 to 12 yards, just handing the ball off to the halfback. I mean, save your quarterback.
Be at the 11-yard line, second and 3. Eastern, so close to the end zone again. They've already got one touchdown again off of a Mason Austin pick 6 for those who missed it. And the extra point was missed by Grant Havens. It was an interception in their own territory, but looks like Trey Kelly up the gut, and he is still up on his feet. And it looks like he's going to be brought down just short of the end zone.
About at the
It's
1.
going to be first and goal Eastern. Again, our officiating crew this evening, Randy Kelly, David Welch, Nicholas Clark, Jason Leisher, Brandon Harbolt, and Bill Lee. And they're going to put that at the 2-yard line. So still only 2 yards. Nonetheless, first and goal.
Yeah, he's awfully close.
Probably just draw up another run play here and see if he can just punch it right in.
Yeah, no reason to get cute here. Just do what got you down here.
In the backfield now is going to be Luke Allen, number 42. He is a freshman for the Eagles. And they hand this one off to Trey Kelly. Kelly is grabbed onto, pushes forward, and I think he's short again.
He's short. It looked like he got about to the half-yard line, and he got stonewalled.
And that's going to be second and goal. Oak Hill with a defensive stop right there on first down. Oak Hill having a hard time stopping the Eagles on the ground. They still get positive yardage, should, and they're going to still say he is at the 2-yard line. I'm going to say no gain on the play, but from our angle, forward progress. Maybe he should have brought it up to about at least a 1.
He definitely got about a yard because they spotted the ball about in between the 1 and the 2, and he was about at the 2.5 when he started there.
Well, the officials are down there. We are up here as Bryden Davis hands it off to Eli Schaefer.
There
It
it
looks
is.
like he's in. Touchdown, Eastern. Eli Schaefer, his second career touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run increases the Eastern Eagles' lead here early with 4:31 to go in the first quarter.
That drive looked like the 1968 Green Bay Packers right there, bud. Turn around, hand the ball off.
Only thing missing was a QB sneak and a well-timed block.
Yeah. I mean,
And we're not playing in below 0 temperatures either.
yeah, I'm not
As
mad
you learned the hard way coming up here.
I'm not mad about it, though.
Thankfully, we're not to that point yet, but we'll be cursing it by the end of the fall.
Yep.
As again, Grant Havens, pardon. No, they're going to go for 2, I think.
Yeah, why not? I mean,
Well, they're going to go for 2, which would bring them 14-0. The kicker not coming out. Grant Havens, he already missed a PAT. And they're going to see if they can try to get themselves an easy 2-point conversion.
he's got
and
it.
They toss it over. Left side punches through. And Isaiah Stidham gets the 2-point conversion. Stidham puts 2 on the board and brings Eastern up to a 14-0 lead here over the Mighty Oaks of Oak Hill. And I think we're good now to take a break, so we're going to do so. And we'll be right back in 30 seconds on Total Media Sports.
Traditional services to cremation. We're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
All right, we're going to keep
Legal
it right
challenges?
here with
Chase Brown Law
4:31
provides
to
dedicated,
go in the
personalized
first
legal
quarter. Again,
services
still
to
working out
guide you
some tech
through.
gremlins here,
Chase
but we
Brown
do
Law,
appreciate
your
you
advocate for
watching and
justice
staying
and
on
peace of
board
mind.
here with us on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel while we work out some of
Looking
these
for that
issues.
old school
We do
sweet treat?
appreciate it.
Come on down to Emma's Frosty Cream.
It looks like we're not getting the score up here yet. So
We are.
14-0 Eastern right now.
Oh, let me unmute you. It is 14-0 Eastern is what Jared just said. So that is the score, a pick 6 by Mason Austin and a 2-yard touchdown run by Eli Schaefer and a successful 2-point conversion after that by Grant Havens. Boston Webb will kick it off again. Looks like back deep to return is Osborne and Strickland, and this one is going to be fielded by the Oak Hill Oaks. Bring it to around the 20-yard line, stops it around the 25 and brought down again around the 25-yard line where the Oak Hill Oaks will set up shop here again, Jared. And, well, Oak Hill needs something here early to keep into this one.
Yeah, they got to get a little bit of momentum going this drive. If that's switching it up a little bit, maybe running reverse pass, getting the ball out on the edge, doing something a little bit different here, just to get the ball really moving because Eastern's kind of just stonewalling them at this point and doing whatever they want.
Still a lot of football to go here with 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. As Gillen finds himself under center, and Jared looks like they're going to respond with an I formation of their own here.
Hey, if you see it working, might as well try it yourself.
And he is going to hand this one off to Landon Osborne, and that one is going to be a few-yard gain. Brings up, they're going to say gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Landon Osborne, one of the playmakers even last season for the Oak Hill Oaks.
Okay.
I'll say a gain on the play.
Now, what was Oak Hill's record last year, Hank?
I believe they were 1-9. Their only win was against Waverly at home.
Okay, so in the middle of a little bit of a rebuilding process here for the program.
As I said at the top of the broadcast, it is their 4th head coach in 6 years here with Weston Hale as their first-year head coach. Lines up here in an I formation, and that is going to be probably, say, maybe another short gain or so. Pushed forward for a minute, but brought right back by a slew of Eagles as Boston Webb, Isaiah Stidham, just to name a couple. We'd be here all night if we tried to name everyone in on that tackle.
Yeah, they kind of just ran to the ball, and everybody got to it at once, man. But I'll tell you, going back to Weston Hale taking over this program, I think that's a great hire. He's a local guy here that was a sports legend with Oak Hill back when I was in high school, all the way back in 2010, 2011. So I think they are in great hands with him, and I wish him nothing but the best.
As it is going to be 3rd and short coming up. Gillen is going to look to pass, and he gets a short one off. It looks like he connects right side over to William Strickland. And gets the catch, and looks like they're going to move the chains, and that's going to be the first successful conversion on 3rd down for the Oak Hill Oaks this evening, and a much-needed one to get some momentum.
Yeah, just a quick 2-step drop, get the ball out quick, and you had a guy open. That was a good play. Good conversion there for the Oaks.
So Gillen Strickland brings up 1st down and 10, ball marked at the Oak Hill 41-yard line.
14-0 still Eagles.
As Strickland underneath. Up top looks like is Bo McNeil. And a power here, and looks like
Nowhere.
Osborne might even lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, who was that? It broke it up. Jeez,
Looks like Boston Webb was in on it. Also, number 52.
Sloan.
That is Sloan.
Micah Sloan.
Micah Sloan.
Freshman.
Micah Sloan, of course, has 2 numbers, wearing number 52 tonight with the position he is in. Sometimes he wears number 45. Tonight he's wearing number 52. And that's going to be second down coming for the Oaks. And I believe they're still saying 2nd and 10, so officially it is going to be no gain. But it's a second, what feels like it probably should be 11, but they're still saying 2nd and 10 as looks over to the sideline. Looks like whistle blown. Timeout by Coach Weston Hale and the Oak Hill Oaks. So we're going to try this again. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in 30 seconds, we hope.
Beaver, Ohio. From soft serve cones to fresh baked pizza, Emma's is the hometown favorite. Emma's Frosty Cream. Visit today and cool down the right way.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a reward?
And back here at Oak Hill, the ball marked at the 41-yard line where the Oak Hill Oaks are still in their own territory. It is 2nd down and 10. And yes, folks, we had someone come up here. Again, we are aware of the scoreboard. We are working on that as we speak. Had a couple unforeseen issues, but working on that. The score is 14-0 with 1:32 to go in the first. I'll be sure to give that a little bit more. As Rosalie Gillen, and there's the flag, and hard to miss that one, Jared.
Did he face mask him?
I think they're saying so. It looked like he just got a piece of Gillen's face mask.
Yeah, that was one of those where it was definitely a face mask. It didn't look intentional. That's about the only thing he could grab because Gillen was getting past him.
Let's say flag on the play. Of course, that one goes against the Eastern Eagles. And again, we move the chains.
Yeah, and don't look now, but Oak Hill's crossed the 50 there, Hank. Or awfully close.
Yes, they're going to be at the 44-yard line.
I was going to say 15-yard penalty. They're right there.
44, so Oak Hill now in the Eagle territory and a golden opportunity coming up for the Oaks.
Yep, they're driving.
I formation. Receivers up top and bottom. It looks like he's going to pass this one back to Osborne. Landon Osborne can't find a way through, and he is going to be brought down by
number 10 there.
That would be Isaiah Stidham.
Stidham got right in there, man. Good job by him.
So that's going to be a loss of yards on the play. I think they're going to say maybe about a loss of 2. Second and 12 coming now for Oak Hill. And a good defensive play by the Eagles. And, well, with that being said, Osborne just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and I think we can see early on here that Coach Tomlinson has probably really focused in on tackling in practice this week, and you can see it here showing early on.
Clock running, 24 seconds, 14-0 Eastern in the pistol formation, and he is going to pitch this one over to Bo McNeil. And Bo McNeil will get some positive yardage of that, but still brought down way away from a first down. It's going to still be third, brought down just near the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and Trey Kelly read that right off the rip, man. He was coming off the edge. Instead of rushing, he kind of just stayed put, and the guy came right to him.
Cade Leist also in on that. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The score here, Eastern 14, Oak Hill nothing.
Career with a global leader, Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Thank you to Neil Leist and family for supporting the Eastern Eagles.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started
Working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people, and that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
And back here in Oak Hill, and we do have the scoreboard right now. The score is Eastern 14, Oak Hill nothing. The only correction is it is the start of the second quarter, and Oak Hill switching possession, now going from right to left. And it looks like they're going to do an option here. And
Double
they hand
reverse
that one
pass.
off. How about that? They're going to go for a pass. It's caught. How about that? It is reeled in by William Strickland, the junior. What a touchdown by Strickland.
Wow.
Unbelievable. They go for the option pass there,
Double
and it
reverse
worked
pass.
perfect.
Yep, and I think I called something at the beginning of that drive. I said they need to do something to get this offense going, and he wasn't open by any means. So, I mean, that was a great throw and catch.
Holy trick play, Batman. It is going to be 14-6 Eastern, and coming in to kick the PAT is going to be Aiden Cox, the junior for Oak Hill. We'll see if he can get him. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. We'll keep it right here. 14-7, the score after that touchdown, reeled in by William Strickland. It was, you said, a double reverse pass brought in by Strickland. What a play, though, for them.
Yeah, these guys are fired up, and they should be, man. That's a hard play to execute. He wasn't open, a perfect throw, a perfect pass, and then he broke a tackle after the catch and gets to the pylon, man. What a great play.
And how about this? Things have just gotten interesting here in Davis Stadium. It is a 7-point lead for the Eastern Eagles. And you got to wonder how many plays Coach Weston Hale and the Oak Hill offense still have up their sleeve, because it's clear that they're going to have to try to pull out some things here.
Dude, I'd be getting my playbook from the Wile E. Coyote Acme magazine or something right now, man. I mean, you went 1-9 last year. You're in the middle of a rebuild. Throw it all out there, man. Run some crazy plays. See if you can get these guys pumped up and get the ball moving up and down the field, man. You have nothing to lose.
What a play, though. Credit to where it's due by the Oak Hill Oaks. As back deep to return for Eastern is going to be Boston Webb. Kicking it off for the Oaks again is going to be Aiden Cox. Eastern here, Jared. Now, we talked about it. All they got to do, I mean, Oak Hill's had a hard time stopping this Eastern run game in the early goings.
I just keep doing it. I really would. I mean, I wouldn't get too fancy. I mean, you gotta get the pass game here integrated a little bit. I mean, when you have a guy like Boston Webb on your team, you want to get him the ball, but it's hard not to just turn around and hand the ball off right now because you're averaging 7.5 yards a carry.
And getting ready to kick this one off. 11:51 to go in the second quarter, and we are golden here. And here's a kick, and this one is going to be a short one, squibber, and it is going to be recovered by Eastern, as it looks like Owen Myers picks that one up.
And that was a great job by Owen right there, having the whereabouts to fair catch that, because if he wouldn't have, he would have got rocked.
So Eastern will have decent yardage to start at the 40-yard line.
Can't beat that.
Creeping close into Oak Hill territory already, with 11:51 again to go in the second. Eastern up by a touchdown.
Now, this is back-to-back games Eastern's played on turf. Do they have a scheduled game on turf the rest of the year? Are they at Green?
No, that's a home game this year. So
Okay.
I believe that this is it. They're away at Sims Valley. That's grass. Eastern Meggs and Southern are both grass. And South Gallia's grass. So, yes, only grass fields from here on out.
Now, that's the way God intended, Hank.
Grass fields as they were originally created. As Eli Schaefer breaks through, and he's just going to be just shy of a first down, but a big pickup by the sophomore Schaefer.
Now, I heard they don't even have turf in heaven.
I don't know. I've heard the same thing, but we'll find out one of these days. We all will, won't we?
It's just not the way God intended, bud.
As the song says, there will come a payday someday. We are second down and 2 yards away. I'm going to say actually 3. The scoreboard says 3, but it's actually 2, looks like from our angle.
It looks like two. Yep.
Nonetheless,
We're about at the most perfect angle we can see it.
we're facing right dead center up above here in the press box. If you were at home, you can also make your own inference. As Bryden Davis back, as Webb into the bottom. Up top is Isaiah Stidham, and timeout called by Oak Hill. And they're quickly going through these timeouts. We're going to say Eastern
called this
timeout.
one.
Misread the scoreboard. I mean, the scoreboard and PA guy. Nonetheless, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. The score is Eastern 14, Oak Hill 7. And we'll step aside and be back in 30 seconds.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people, and that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
And back here at Davis Stadium after the Eastern timeout, 11 minutes on the clock, 14-7. Eastern leads, and the Eagles with the football. And they hand this one off to Eli Schaefer, and Oak Hill's
Nowhere
defense
to go.
read that like a book. In on that tackle for Oak Hill was Colton Perry, number 52.
And I think the Oaks are just a little bit fed up with Eastern just running right up the gut. They stopped them perfectly that time.
So Colton Perry makes the play, and that's a loss on the play as well, loss of 3 yards. But you hear the Oak Hill faithful were seated near the Oak Hill side of the bleachers. They loved it, and they've got all reason to.
Yeah, and I think you're definitely in 4-down territory here. If you're Eastern, you don't get it. As long as you're not losing, a crazy amount of yardage here, I don't see them not going for it on fourth.
It is 3rd down and 4, clock running here. Davis takes the snap out of the gun. He's going to look if he can get it, and looks like there's some pressure. No, Bryden Davis breaks free, and there was indeed some pressure from the Oaks, and he's going to be brought down right around the 42-yard line. And a big pickup by Bryden Davis, but that could have been disaster.
Yeah, and he really had no business getting that first down, let alone getting, 12 yards there? Jeez.
I'm going to say 41 looks like. That's a gain of 12.
That's elusive, man. That's a good job.
Pushing right through, and Eastern's done a good job of penetrating through this defense, and Oak Hill having a hard time with these tackles.
Yeah, and I think Coach Tomlinson's content with the tempo right now. Run some clock, get the ball down the field, and keep possession.
In the gun is Bryden Davis. 2 receivers up top, twins to the bottom, and he's going to hand this off to Eli Schaefer. Bobbles the football, but breaks free with it, and Schaefer's going to get a short gain on the play.
Got about, 2.5, 3 yards?
2nd down coming for Eastern. They're going to say in on the tackle is Justin Irwin, number 8. Irwin brings down Eli Schaefer, and they're going to indeed say a gain of 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. As down low is Stidham at the very bottom of the picture. 2 receivers also with him. And Bryden Davis looks, and he's got an opening here. Looks right, has to try to find something. There's a flag, though. Bryden Davis brought down, and some aggression, though, on that tackle by Oak Hill, as that was Dylan Comer. But still, despite that, there was a flag in the backfield.
It's going to be holding on Eastern, and I think Oak Hill will probably just decline this and get the sack. But it's a 10-yard penalty. I'd probably take it.
10 yards, knock them back even further. There you go. They are indeed going to say holding, and that will knock the football back. You see the officials moving it up to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and you got to take that penalty. I was questioning it at first, but I mean, shoot, Eastern's back almost on the 50 now, and they got a long ways to go.
It is 2nd down and 17 for the Eagles. And what could be a defensive opportunity for the Oaks.
Yeah, this is exactly where you want this drive going if you're Oak Hill, and that's the wrong direction for Eastern.
Breaks out of the huddle, and it looks like we Looks like they're going to go for a pass again, probably, judging by the formation.
I'd just chuck it to Webb right now and see what happens.
No, they're actually going to go for a handoff to Eli Schaefer, and that one goes absolutely nowhere. In on the tackle for the Oaks is number 74, Trevin Irwin. Trevin Irwin on that one. He's a senior for the Oaks.
And I'll tell you what, Oak Hill's fired up right now, man. That double reverse pass to get them into the end zone. These guys are playing hard right now. They're playing well.
The vibe in here just completely changed after that.
Oh, yeah. And that's exactly what they needed to get this game turned around. And Eastern's kind of looking at their playbooks right now like, hey, what do we do next?
It is 3rd down and 17. They went for the handoff here, but almost will have to go for a pass, you would imagine, right now. We'll see, though.
Now, this is the one I'd chuck up the Webb, see what happens. I mean, if it gets picked off, it gets picked off. It works just like a punt at this point.
You got the lead. It is 14-7 and a flag there.
Timeout.
And there's a flag.
I think
Official threw a flag, but a timeout as well.
it's about to be a delay of game.
Eastern timeout, but I think they're going to take the flag back. It is indeed going to be brought back. So what we're going to do is, while Eastern takes a timeout, we'll do so as well and be right back on Total Media Sports.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a
For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com. Legal challenges? Chase Brown Law provides dedicated, personalized legal services to guide you through. Chase Brown Law, your advocate for justice and peace of mind.
And back here in Oak Hill, 7:42 to go in the second quarter. Bryden Davis, and this is a long pistol. He's going to look to throw. It's caught by Boston Webb, and Webb is going to move to his left. He's still up on his feet, and he's going to be short of a first down by several yards, but still a good pickup on the play. But that was kind of, Jared, what you were talking about. Get the ball into the hands of Boston Webb and see what could happen, and that's exactly what the Eagles tried.
Yeah, and you get about 11 yards there. Now you're in perfect position to go for it on 4th down, like the way you were before that penalty. And really, you're just getting the ball into your best player's hands, and Boston is their best player right now. With Montgomery's still sidelined this week, correct?
Yep.
We wish for a quick and speedy recovery for him. But, yeah, you got to get the ball in Boston's hands here.
And Bryden Davis looking here, and they're going to try to go for it on 4th and 8. This is a big opportunity coming for Eastern. And a whistle blown by the officials, and looks like we have a player for Eastern coming off the field. Is Braden Beekman will take out the sideline. A substitution for him as Micah Sloan will check in. Sloan for Beekman. That's what we have here on the O-line.
It's interesting because it doesn't look like Braden's injured or anything. He's not getting medical attention.
Could be an equipment issue.
Could be.
As Davis in the gun. It is 4th down, and they're going to chuck this one down deep, and it is caught.
Wow.
Boston Webb just short of the end zone. Unbelievable.
Double covered, don't matter, bud.
Boston Webb reels that one in. Spider-Man-like influence right there.
I mean,
reels it in.
I knew he was going to catch it before he even caught it.
The Webb doesn't miss. And it is going to be 1st and goal Eastern. Ball at the 3-yard line. Converting there on 4th down to the big one. And they're going to hand this one off up the gut and touchdown Eastern.
Looks like number 42.
That is Luke Allen, if so. Number 42.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, that's the freshman. His first career touchdown.
Congratulations, Luke, man. That's awesome.
Dives through for a 3-yard touchdown. And coming at a good time here as Oak Hill is finding some momentum.
Yeah, and that completely shifted this whole game, Hank. I mean, you're looking at 3rd and 17, 4th and 7, 4th and 8, and then that huge completion to Boston Webb just completely turned this game around.
The point after is coming, low snap, and it looks like this one's going to be bobbled, and it looks like they're going to try something here, throws it to Grant Havens, It was a bit of a botched snap if you saw. It was a low snap, and then from there, Bryden Davis just threw it off to the kicker, Grant Havens, and that one, of course, goes nowhere. It is going to be 20-7 now, the score in favor of Eastern. It was no good. We'll be right back on Total Media Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Looking for that old school sweet treat? Come on down to Emma's Frosty Cream in Beaver, Ohio. From soft serve cones to fresh baked pizza, Emma's is the hometown favorite. Emma's Frosty Cream. Visit today and cool down the right way.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
20-7. Eastern with the lead over the Oak Hill Oaks here in the second quarter. 6:21. A touchdown there by the Eagles puts them ahead even further as Luke Allen got that 3-yard touchdown run, again, the first of the freshman's career. But what set that up, Jared, was a throw to Old Reliable and another unbelievable catch by an unbelievable receiver in Boston Webb, bringing them all the way down from near midfield to the 3-yard line on a 4th down conversion.
Yeah, and all the kids watching at home, I hope they've seen the way he got up and caught that ball at its highest point, because it's impossible to guard that at that point. I mean, you're getting above the defenders, catching the ball at its highest point. That's exactly how it's done, textbook.
As Webb lines up for the kickoff, again, 20-7 with 6:21 to go in the half. And that's going to be a squib kick.
They might get
and
this.
Going to roll ahead. I think
he got it.
Does have it. And Boston Webb charges ahead. And we were talking about that athlete. How about that one? Boston Webb recovers his own kick.
That's the best play I've ever seen in my life. That's
recovers
crazy.
His own kick.
And I don't even know if that was set up. I think he just caught him sleeping.
Unbelievable.
This kid does everything, man. I mean, I'm not sitting here trying to just brag on him, but, man, he's one heck of a player, and whatever college recruits him is getting a really good football player and a great
We know
kid.
He's got some good offers. We were talking about him last week, and one of them, I believe, might have been Ohio Dominican, but I know Brian Graham was one of them. We'll try to see if we can get a more comprehensive list, but still, I know people are looking at him, and they should be.
Yeah, they definitely should be, and nothing against High Dominican, but I think this kid has D1 potential. I really do. Well, I mean, High Dominican just beat a D1 team last night.
Yes,
so,
sir. I watched that one.
What do I know?
Looks like a couple of changes here as we're having another substitution as Sloan comes in again. This time, I believe, I couldn't see who he came out for, but still a substitution. As looks like lined up in the shotgun here. Allen to his left, trips to the bottom. And here's the snap by Bryden Davis, who's just going to throw this one to nobody. It looks like it was intended for Trey Kelly, who was not quite there into the end zone.
Yeah, it looked like a miscommunication there. Kelly ran a post, and they were throwing a seam, so just an honest mistake there.
That's an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. 6:15 to go in the half. You know, I've been broadcasting and I've been around high school sports for well over a decade now, high school football specifically. Never seen anybody recover their own kick.
I've seen it, I think, one time, but I couldn't tell you where and I couldn't tell you when. So that's how rare that is.
As looks like Davis is going to hand this one off to Eli Schaefer up the gut, and he is going to be brought down around the 29, 28-yard line. Still a nice game there by Eli Schaefer.
Yeah, and Eli's playing a really good game right now. I mean, he's got runs for 15, 12, 8, 7. I mean, he's hard to take down once you get the ball in his hand.
They're going to be at the 23-yard line, 2nd and 3, they say. 3rd and 3, rather, my bad. And that was a gain of 7. Under center is Bryden Davis, and he is going to hand this one off. Eli Schaefer has an opening, and there is a flag there right before the tackle. And it looks like they're going to call a holding on the Eagles.
Man, that's 2 big holding calls the last 2 drives. They were able to overcome it last drive. Let's see if they can do the same.
And that's going to knock them back 10 yards. So that's going to be 3rd and long coming. 3rd and what was 3 is now 3rd and 13. But we've seen Eastern convert on long tonight already,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, they ain't scared, bud.
It is 3rd down and 13 coming your way. Actually, looks like they now move it up. Nonetheless, as looks like Bryden Davis, as up top is Boston Webb and Luke Allen. Down low is Trey Kelly and Isaiah Stidham. I think that's Chevy Knowles right there to the left of. Ooh,
What happened?
A botched snap is what happened. There was a miss. There was an error with the snap, a miscue. And I will give Bryden Davis credit, the hustle to dive down on that ball because that was a live ball.
Yeah.
But there is they're going to say a flag, but still 4th down. Looks like they might have taken that flag back. They had the laundry out for a second. And looks like, yeah, there's a 4th down coming.
Now it almost looks like the center thought the QB was under center and just snapped it like he was under center and he was out of the gun. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
You see something new every day, I'll tell you that. It is 4th down and 10, as they're saying after that. As Bryden Davis looks to throw, and he is going to throw it to his right, and it is going to be caught. I don't think he got enough of it. It was caught by Isaiah Stidham.
Oak Hill
and you
ball.
hear the clapping over there in the Oak Hill press box. And it is going to be a turnover on downs and an opportunity coming for the Oaks, Jared.
Yeah, and that's a great stop by Oak Hill there. I mean, they took advantage of the botched fumble snap there on 3rd down. 4th down, they held their own, and they didn't let them get that 10 yards.
It's going to be at the 21-yard line. 1st down, Mighty Oaks. They are trailing by 2 possessions right now. Again, as you see, it is 20-7. I'd like to shout out our stream crew and also the people back at the station for helping us here this evening. It looks like we might have ourselves a timeout here with 4:23 to go. And what we're going to do is we'll see if we can give it a shot. And we'll see what happens. Nonetheless, we'll take a break and be right back.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
20-7 in favor of Eastern, and currently on a timeout, but a 2-possession lead here, Jared. Oak Hill was able, for those just tuning in, was able to get a big stop on 4th down. That makes them a 1 for 2 in terms of 4th down conversions for the Eagles. A big one earlier caught by Boston Webb, which resulted in a touchdown in the drive before. Oak Hill was able to pin them back, but this time not letting them move the chains.
Yeah, this has been a pretty exciting first half all in all. I mean, it's 20-7 on the scoreboard. Oak Hill's got a chance to maybe run this clock out, get a touchdown, get a field goal, get something going into the half, and they're right in this ball game.
As here's the snap by Gillen. He's brought down the ball free, and there's the beanbag. It's a fumble recovered by the Oaks, and that one reeled in by Dylan Comer.
All over the highlight reels.
What a shot.
Wow, what a sack.
You see the beanbag's out, so that was indeed a fumble.
Man, that reminded me of from week 1, the Uniota kid coming off the edge against
Yusuf Wilson.
Yeah, against Jackson. That is exactly what it looked like outside of Oak Hill. Somehow recovered that. Man, what a sack.
Marked at the 7-yard line now.
Hey, and there's no better feeling on coming off the edge and you're unblocked.
Oh.
There's this Christmas morning, dude.
And happy early holidays to the Eastern defense. As Gilland in the gun, and there's a flag right after the snap. And it looks like they're whistling at a dead ball as well. Whistles, and there they go. Gilland didn't quite see it. He thought he had daylight on that one.
We must have a delayed game or a false start.
I think they're saying false start.
Well,
didn't see the play clock, but they're going to say delay of game. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be half the distance of the goal. I don't know if you can get much further back. They're about on the 3.5.
They're about as far back as one can go. They're at the 3-yard line. And what is an eternity to go for the Eagles. Second down, for the Oaks rather. Second down and long. As it says here on the scoreboard, 2nd and 24.
Yeah, and this is exactly how you wanted to start this defensive drive if you're Coach Tomlinson and the Eagles. And if you could capitalize on a turnover here like you did that first possession, man, that really opens it up going into halftime.
In the gun is Gilland, and he is going to roll in the end zone to his right, and that pass is going to be completed. It's caught by Comer, who's able to get...
He fumbled it.
No, say fumble. Late there as I was looking down, and I think Eastern is pointing their direction. Does the Eagles have the ball? That's the question now. Eastern's saying they do, but do they?
I think he was down. I think he was down. Eastern ball.
And that's exactly what it is. Fumble recovered by the Eastern Eagles, and yet another turnover here. I believe that is the second of the evening, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
a big one.
I'm not saying I called that one either, but you can rewind the tape, and I might have called that, so... I mean, not bragging. But...
Upon further review. Hey, they may not have instant replay, but maybe we could.
Yeah, hey.
We'll think about it one of these days.
I'll go back and watch it tonight and see what I said.
It is 1st down and 10 Eastern. Ball marked at the Oak Hill 13, already in the red zone and creeping up. Hands it off to Eli Schaefer, and he is going to be pushed ahead right around the 10. And looks like still going. Oh, my goodness. Eli Schaefer brought down past, looks like maybe past the 5.
Wow.
Unbelievable. The senior able to push, the sophomore able to push through there. And, wow.
I'll be honest with you, Hank. I was writing down 3 on the stat sheet there, and I looked back up after you started talking and realized he's down to the 3-yard line.
Perry comes in defensively for the Oaks in place of number 53, Jackson Wood. And look how far up he went on. They're going to say a gain of, I think they just said 9. So it'll be 2nd and 1.
Man, that is a bell cow run. Bell house. I just made that up.
Hey, you're making up words. We can put that on a T-shirt. As Bryden Davis, single back. Receiver to the bottom and the top. He's going to hand this off to Eli Schaefer, and he goes in standing and no one to stop him. Eli Schaefer with a 3-yard touchdown. And Eastern adds on to their lead, 26-7, pending what comes next. And another score there, Jared, is Eastern looking good here in this first half.
Yeah, they really are, and that's all comes from the defense on that last possession. You get the big hit on the sack, and then the very next play, they run the swing pass out, which absolutely killed the Eagles last week. They defended it perfectly, and they stripped the ball. What a great play by the defense. And then the offense, short field, about 11 yards.
And they are going to go for 2 again. We were seeing if they would. And they hand this off to Eli Schaefer, who gets 2.
Got it.
So it is going to be 28-7 in favor of the Eastern Eagles. And, Jared, let's keep it here with 2:33 to go in the first half. 30 is a running clock if Eastern is able to get another score here.
Okay.
But nonetheless, the Eastern Eagles have it with a 21-point lead, and still they have a little bit of ways to go from that. Might not happen here, but come the second half, it is a possibility. But we'll have to see. Oak Hill, just when we thought they were down earlier and trailing, it was, I think 14-0 at that point. They were trailing, and then what happened? They went for that reverse pass and got the touchdown to William Strickland. So we know that though the scoreboard says 28-7, these Oaks still may have a few tricks up their sleeve.
Yeah, and they're fighting hard, man. They really are. I don't think they're playing as bad as 28-7. I really don't. Eastern is just taking advantage of some opportunities, and they're playing really well right now. And I think they wanted to clean up on a lot of stuff from that week 1 because I feel like they really think they let that game get away from them. They were up 27-19 with 5 minutes left. They were having trouble sleeping this week, I guarantee it.
28-7 in favor of the Eastern Eagles. 2:33 to go until halftime. As Boston Webb will kick this off.
Let's see if Boston does the same thing. I wouldn't think you would, but you never know.
And the kick, and this one is indeed going to be a regular kick, and it is going to be recovered by Landon Osborne, who rolls to his left. He's going to be brought down just shy of the 30-yard line. I'm going to say maybe around the 29, I assume, but it is going to be 1st and 10 Oak Hill. Getting some return yardage off of that was Landon Osborne.
Sloan with a tackle.
First down, Oak Hill, indeed at the 29-yard line. Clock stopped here at 2:16. It was in the gun. It was going to be Isaac Gillen. Got trips up top. Snap, and Gillen is going to throw, and he's got some pressure coming. He eludes an Eastern defender, and Gillen's still up on his feet. Isaac Gillen, and he's going to be brought down right around the marker to gain there, and I think they're going to say first down. He got just enough.
Yeah, and he was just weaving his way through those defenders there, man. That's a good run.
Isaac Gillen, the junior for them.
If Oak Hill wants to do anything now, they better get up tempo with 2 minutes left.
I say at the 41-yard line, again, 1st and 10 for the Oaks. And they're knocking on the door again. Of course, I will also add for Oak Hill's sake, I know we're about a minute away from it. They do get the ball back at the start of the second half.
Okay.
And they're going to pitch this one, and looks like it is going to be a positive gain on the play. Just getting a couple on that one as they pitched it to Bo McNeil for a small one.
Man, that was a great play by Schaefer there on the other side of the ball. He's got about 12 carries on the offensive side, and he's still got the motor to play defense as well.
2nd and 7 Oak Hill, and Oak Hill does not have any timeouts, by the way. As they're gonna, if they want to score, they're going to have to do it now.
Yep.
As Gillen looks, and he's going to throw a long ball, and this one overthrown, intended for Landon Osborne. Just wasn't quite there. 3rd down.
Now you're kind of in that weird spot where if you don't get it here, you're going to have to punt it to Eastern, who's got the high motor offense with about probably 50 seconds left. I'm not sure if we got any timeouts left or not. I know we've been calling them like crazy, but I'm thinking we still got one.
Eastern has 1. Oak Hill has 0. So the Oaks are without, but the clock does stop after the incomplete pass. 3rd down and 7 with 1:01 to go in the second quarter. 3 receivers again up top for the Oaks. As Gillen looks, he had some opening there to throw, and he does get this one off, and it is incomplete. Intended there for Bo McNeil, in and out of the hands of McNeil for a 4th down.
That would have been a tough one. I think McNeil might have been out of bounds if he would have caught that anyway.
Now, are they going to go for it is the question.
I wouldn't.
And I don't think they are.
No.
I was wondering, by the way they were lined up for a minute.
If they had a little bit of momentum and they may be on the other side of the field, sure. But
again, the Oaks do get the ball back to start the second half. It's still down by 3 possessions. So, nonetheless, no matter how you throw it, looks like an uphill battle is definitely coming Oak Hill's way. But we'll see what happens here as we are 4th down and 7. There's the snap. And this punt is going to be just off in. Looks like it is going to roll to around the 29-yard line, where the Eagles will have it with 47 seconds until halftime. Eastern zone 29. No timeouts, probably just run the clock out.
Well, you could run the clock out. I'd go for the score. I mean, you don't have anything to lose here. I mean, you're up 28-7 already. If you can get up 35-7 or even 31-7 going into halftime, I'd feel a lot more comfortable.
Thinking insurance, you say?
Yeah, I mean, why not? You don't ever want to feel too comfortable in this game. You never know what's going to happen in the second half. You have a timeout left, 47 seconds, and you have Boston Webb on your team. I'm slinging it, man. And then you got Boston Webb punting, so you got a good punter too.
Bryden Davis is in the shotgun, and they are going for a pass. Bryden Davis has all day, and he throws, and this one is caught and brought down right around the 45-yard line. And the reception is into the hands of Isaiah Stidham. They move the chains, Jared. Completes it to Stidham.
Yeah, and that was a great play by Davis. He didn't have it. I think Stidham was probably his 3rd read on that play.
Here's Davis again, and there's going to be a flag and a false start.
And I think that's a 10-second runoff unless Coach Thomason wants a timeout, which I would call.
Still a 5-yard penalty.
Maybe it's not a runoff. What do I know?
Clock is running. 1st and 15. Bryden Davis throws and incomplete. 12 seconds.
Yeah, you don't have a whole lot here. I think I would just maybe chuck a couple up down the sideline and then maybe get into the half. If I'm Oak Hill, I'm playing a prevent defense at this point. I'm lining 2 safeties deep. I'm probably sending my corners 20 yards deep as well. Not letting anybody get behind me.
11 seconds.
Their guys are deep, but they're most certainly not in a prevent. You should be able to get behind these guys.
Bryden Davis in the gun again. We'll see what happens. And they throw this one over right side to Stidham, and he is brought right down by this Oaks defense. Oh, and looks like a late move there, and I think they're calling a flag. I didn't see what happened, but I did see an Oak fall down.
I think Stidham pushed him after the play. That'll probably take us to the half.
Osborne got the tackle and might have been a little bit frustrated after that, but still. And again, it is going to be, they still have 4 seconds on the clock, so maybe we will get one more play. We'll see here in a moment, but there is a flag and might be unsportsmanlike, maybe you would say. Or?
I think that's what it is. It's gonna push us back a little bit here.
The officials talking it over, center of the field. They're calling a personal foul.
I think at this point, I'd just take a knee and take it into the half.
The ball is going to be back at the Eastern 32-yard line. And, Jared, you might be right, but we'll see what Coach Scott Tomlinson and offensive coordinator Evan Ferguson think.
You know what? I changed my mind. Chuck it.
We'll see what they do. And looks like they're still lined up in a gun.
Chuck this thing. Chuck it. That ain't no fun. Don't take a knee.
See what they do.
They ain't taking no knee. They're 5 wide.
And here it is. Clock running out here, and that pass is going to be caught, brought down, and unbelievable. Eli Schaefer, the official, goes down, and it is touchdown Eastern. The official went down on that one. He's down, but Eli Schaefer goes the distance. How about that to put away the half?
Hey.
Oh, my goodness.
It's about exciting as you can end this one, bud.
Wow. W-O-W, all caps, exclamation mark at the end.
Hey, I wish I could go back and replay that with the little yellow circle, because boom, what a block by the referee, man. Jeez, put him in brown and orange.
This is a night he will remember, as Grant Havens will line up for the point after. He missed one earlier. No time left here, so this is the last play of the half no matter what. Here's the snap, the hold by Davis. It is up, and it is good. 35-7 in favor of the Eastern Eagles. And, folks, we have made it to halftime. Stay tuned, folks. We'll have halftime coverage coming your way and plenty more on Total Media Sports. Don't go anywhere.
It's going to be a 35-7 lead on top of the Oaks as the Oaks trot into the locker room for the halftime. Keep it right here on the home of Oak Hill football. You're listening to 97.7
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Thank you to Neil Leist and family for supporting the Eastern Eagles.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people, and that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people, and that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
Bodkin Hornbeck Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit bodkinhornbeckfunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer
Ladies and gentlemen, Oak Hill High School proudly presents the 97th edition of the Oak Hill Marching Oaks. The band is directed by Mr. Bryce Works, assisted by Holly Barter and Rick Noel percussion. Tonight, the Marching Oaks invite you on an epic musical adventure featuring music from Universal Studios' Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida. We open the show with a stop at the Isle of Burke, the place where Vikings and dragons live. Watch as the mob takes the field with this epic soundtrack. Here is How to Train Your Dragon. into the video game world with an iconic game soundtrack everyone is familiar with. Watch as we perform the Super Mario Brothers theme. Moving on, we arrive at the dark universe. You never know what happens with our experiment with Frankenstein. Watch as the Oaks get their dance moves on to the Edgar Winter Group Classic. Here is Frankenstein. Finally, when the moon is full and the night comes alive, we close tonight's halftime show with originally being a 1935 movie when Warren Zevon wrote this song about it. Here is our version of Werewolves of London.
that you can trust. For more information about your logging and chipping needs, call Cottle Chipping at 740-596-5984. That's 740-596-5984.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere.
Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BodkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com. Legal challenges? Chase Brown Law provides dedicated, personalized legal services to guide you through. Chase Brown Law, your advocate for justice and peace of mind. Looking for that old school sweet treat? Come on down to Emma's Frosty Cream in Beaver, Ohio. From soft serve cones to fresh baked pizza, Emma's is the hometown favorite. Emma's Frosty Cream. Visit today and cool down the right way.
Your hometown Chevy is
Clearing Services. Cottle Chipping has been 596-5984.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people, and that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
I'm Chad Middle, your Jackson County Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Call 740-286-4872 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, Chad Middle, a proud sponsor of Oak Hill High School Sports.
Yeah, I mean, they came out.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. What started in a garage with 2 people and a dream now employs over 100 with offices locally in Wellston, Waterford, and Cincinnati. VCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
Cottle Chipping is focused on providing logging and land clearing services. Cottle Chipping has been in business for over 40 years, which is experience that you can trust. For more information about your logging and chipping needs, call Cottle Chipping at 740-596-5984. That's 740-596-5984.
Heating and Cooling, our title sponsor. Hometown Chevrolet, Ohio Valley Bank, Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, Bird Shop Automotive, Blinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies, Emma's Frosty Cream, Chase Brown Law, Neil Lyston Family, Jordan Thornsberry, Key Realty, First National Bank, Waverly Tire, Megan Carroll, and Atomic Credit Union. The first half started. Oak Hill threw an interception to the Eastern Eagles. So with that being said, that was the first score of the ball game. Followed that up. Oak Hill, though, Eastern was trailing by 2 possessions, had them up by 2, and then Oak Hill went for that double reverse pass to William Strickland, which for a little bit there in the early goings turned this whole thing around for a time.
Yeah, and I felt like Oak Hill needed to do something, I guess you could say crazy, to get their offense going, and that's what they did, and that's what happened. I think it was a great play. I'd come out the second half with that same mindset if I was them. You don't have anything to lose. You're down 35-7. come out, run some crazy offense, run some stuff you usually don't run. See if you can get some stuff to stick and get a little momentum going, because Eastern, I think, just going to come out and try to end this thing as quick as they can.
There is still a little bit of time left in this ball game, so we'll see what the Eagles try to do here. But, Jared, I mean, just how about Boston Webb? I mean, we say in every game, first, he recovered one of his own squib kicks. Let's start off with that, something you never really see.
I had never seen it. I mean, like I said, I've maybe seen it once, can't recall when. Probably Madden.
Maybe even NCAA football.
Yeah, maybe.
Back when they still had numbers and not names.
Yep. But no, Boston's an incredible player. I mean, I'm the leader of his fan club, man. I think he's a great player. And he came out this first half and showed exactly what he's all about. Not even just on offense. I mean, special teams, that was one of the best plays you'll see. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it.
And, of course, I stood corrected. I didn't mean to say that Oak Hill would get the ball back. My brain was scrambled eggs. It's actually Eastern getting it back here to start the second half. But Boston Webb will be back deep to return for the Eagles. But talking about that, but also, Jared, the run game and also tackling for Oak Hill was a big problem for the Oaks in the first half.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of runs that were extended
and they were situated on the wrong side of the field.
Yeah, this is a mess.
Switch sides.
Well, I think that ref took that big hit at the end of the first half, or laid out that big hit, I should say.
Yeah, that was an Eli Schaefer touchdown.
Yeah, he's still trying to get his wits about him and figure out where he's at.
So the Oaks will kick this off. And we saw some scores. There was Piketon was ahead of Wellston the last we heard.
22-8.
Yeah, then Wheelersburg, I think it was 6-3. Chillicothe leading Berg.
Now, I'll tell you, I live in Chillicothe, and there's a lot of hype on that Cavaliers team right now, man. If they can pull out upset tonight against Wheelersburg, quote unquote upset, but they have a lot of momentum going, and they got a really good running back up there.
McCarthy Ligon, he's one of the star athletes of the entire Southeast this school year.
Yeah, you'll see him running around in
and they go for an onside kick. The Oaks do to start this, and it is just recovered by the Eastern Eagles. And Oak Hill looking to try to get possession here to start the half. Trail them by this much, Jared, almost have to stand a chance.
I like it because the last time they kicked off anyway, they just kicked it to the 40 and Eastern Fair caught it. So you might as well onside kick it from here on out if you do have another kickoff.
So the Eastern Eagles will have the football at the 45-yard line. Again, 35-7 here at Davis Stadium as we start the second half. And Davis hands this one off. That's Eli Schaefer. He breaks through, and Eli Schaefer, 30, and knocks a man down past the 20-yard line in the red zone. But what a vicious stiff arm there by Eli Schaefer.
Yeah, and you can tell he's running with confidence, man. He could have easily went out of bounds right there. Hey, why not lower the shoulder, get 5 extra yards? I love it. Pumps me up.
2 points away from a running clock situation. It is a 30-point differential in the OHSAA to keep the clock a-running. And it is going to be first down and 10 at the 19-yard line. And on the I formation, and looks like they're going to hand this one up the gut and push through, and still on his feet. And gets a decent gain out of that. Allen, I'll bring up second down, but brings up a few extra yards on that, pushing through.
Yeah, and lowering the shoulder like that last play Schaefer did, that stuff's contagious, man. You see your guy do it, you want to do the same thing the next play.
So that brings up second down for the Eagles. Second and 4. They're going to say a gain of 6 there by Allen. 6 well-earned yards, mind you, there by Allen.
Definitely.
As Davis hands this one off, and I believe that
is number 13, Kelly.
That is Trey Kelly, and it's going to be first and goal Eastern.
They're just playing roulette on who to give the ball to at this point now. It doesn't matter. They're getting the ball down the field quick.
First down and go Eagles, and probably just trying to punch another one in to get a running clock. Indeed, first and goal. Davis is going to hand this one up the middle to Kelly. And did he cross the plane?
He's short, just there at the one.
But no, he is going to be at the 1 yard line. 2nd and goal.
He fell forward, almost fell right into the end zone, just barely short.
Just got to get this yard. Dylan Comer gets the tackle. Now see what the Eagles can do here on 2nd and goal. Empty, actually, single back formation. And hands this one off.
Touchdown.
Cuts right. Touchdown, Eastern. Trey Kelly. And now it is 41-7 Eastern.
That's just what the doctor ordered on that drive, Hank. I got run, touchdown.
Sounds right to me. Eastern's offense just moving down the field on this drive to start the second half.
And they're in complete control at this point.
Grant Havens again lines up for the PAT. It is up. It is good. 42-7 is the score here with 9:22 to go in the third quarter.
Proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownschevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our
Hayden Milligan, Jared Vogelmore back here with you with 9:22, and we should be on a running clock now after this kick. Eastern with a convincing lead. Of course, again, correction on from the scoreboard. It is 9:22 to go in the third quarter. Again, 42-7 in favor of the Eastern Eagles.
Yeah, and I think the full moon is setting on the Oaks here, Hank.
But still plenty of time till the sun comes up.
Yeah.
As Webb will line back to kick this one off. And here we go. It is going to be fielded by the Oaks and muffs it and picks it up right around the 15-yard line. He is still going down the sideline to the 30, the 35, and got a decent gain out of that kick return. And they're going to say that was William Strickland on the return. Good kickoff return there by the Oaks. Brings up 1st and 10.
Now,
Clock is running.
I'm a little bit new to this running clock, so it just anytime outside of a score, this clock's running, correct?
Yeah, exactly. It's third. Basically, it doesn't stop running. As far as I know, injury, and I believe there are a couple other things that can stop it. But for the most part, the clock runs for basically the duration of the half,
Gotcha.
unless the deficit is cut below 30.
Okay, that makes sense. And we haven't even had our lightning delay yet.
No heat lightning this evening.
Knock on some kind of wood around here.
As Gillen lines up, he gets the sign, he throws, and, well, Gillen, he moves up, and he is going to be brought down, sacked by Micah Sloan.
I think he picked up 2, so it wasn't a sack. Man, that would have been cool if it was. I think that would have been Micah's first career sack.
But still, Sloan with the tackle on that. Very short gain, if any, though, by the Oaks. I'm going to say, I think they're actually saying gain of 3 up here. So still a short gain. It is going to be a second down coming. Sets up here in an I formation. Gillen hands this one off, and Osborne finds a cut. Landon Osborne, he goes to about midfield and brought down right around the 50.
Good run by Landon Osborne there.
Gets the pickup, and that's going to be first down, and the Oaks still moving these chains, Jaron.
Yeah, and I think that's what you want to see if you're Coach Hale coming into the second half. You're not going to win this game, but how your guys are responding. You're still so early in this season. You want to see your guys get better every single game, and it starts right here. 42-7. You don't have much to play for this game. Lay it all out there and play as hard as you can until the end.
First down. And looks like they're going to hand this off and brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Who was that? Beekman? 55.
Cade Lice.
Cade Lice just met him at the line of scrimmage. Hello.
And also they're saying Boston Webb in on that. But I could be PA getting it wrong. We've seen Cade Lice come up.
He drilled him, man. That was a heck of a play.
It was 55, not 5.
Yeah. Tell you what, man, I've talked about Eastern's D-line the first week. I'll talk about them again, man. They got some dogs on that D-line. These guys come to play every single snap.
2nd and 10. Now setting up in a shotgun formation. Gillen gets the snap. He's going to get a short pass off, and it is going to be completed to Bo McNeil.
Corkson, and as promised, Josh might have some stats put together for us.
I do in fact have some.
Still brings up 3rd down, but 3rd and manageable here for the Oaks.
Yeah, and I like to see that defense with Eastern because, like I said last week, anytime they got outside the hashes there or did a little screen pass or something, Eastern really struggled with it. So they played that really well. They've really played the pass game really well this whole game outside of that reverse pass, which was just a great play by the Oaks.
Again in the gun, trips up top. Landon Osborne, he takes a snap. And pressure coming by the Eagles. Osborne breaks free, and the ball is free and recovered by Eastern. Recovery by the Eagles, and I think that was Owen Myers who got it. It was. Owen Myers with the fumble recovery. He is a freshman.
Nice. And Trey Kelly made that play, man. He followed him up from the back. That probably would have been a first down there. He didn't give up on the play, and what a strip and another turnover by the Eagles here, or forced by the Eagles here, I should say.
So Eastern turns this one over. 3rd turnover, I believe, of the night. An interception and 2 fumble recoveries.
Yep, and don't look now with this running clock. We're coming right towards the end of the 3rd quarter already.
Yes. I'm telling you, just see how quickly the second half rolls along with the running clock.
Hey, I'll be home by 10 o'clock.
Your wife still may be over in Wellston watching the Red
Yeah,
Streaks when you get done.
I may just shoot over there to Wellston and catch you into that.
All right, now we're back. We have not, no one's been able to hear us because I've had us muted, and I'm sorry. Sorry, listeners, that was on me. I forgot to take it off of mute. I apologize for that.
That block, and he is still on his feet. Eli Schaefer brought down and makes something out of that.
Oh, that was a hit. Yeah.
But still,
that's a good hit. That boy coming right there on the backside there. Who is that? Is that Irwin? That jumped on his back? I think it was. Sure was. Wow. Good job, Trevin. That was a great play.
He's hurting, too.
Well, yeah, he just got clobbered by Trevin. I mean, Trevin literally ran him down and jumped on him.
Oh, he's cramping.
Here for a second.
Oh, he is, yeah,
And
cramping.
Looks like it was Eli Schaefer down. But
We'll take a timeout here ourselves and let you listen to the fine people that bring us this this game. Okay, it's 42-7. Oaks trail the Eagles. 3:35 to go. We'll be right back.
3rd quarter.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Keep your athlete in action with Holzer's Saturday morning sports injury clinics. Dr. Kelly Rausch and Charles Zernberg offer Saturday morning sports clinics at Holzer Sycamore in Gallipolis and the Holzer Jackson Clinic on Pattonsville Road every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. during the fall sports season. Dr. Rausch and Dr. Z have the experience to keep your athlete in action. No appointment necessary. Walk-ins are welcome.
Ball is parked right around the 40-yard line.
When the job is in the woods, you want people who know the land. Cottle Chipping is a locally owned company with over 50 years of experience providing professional logging and land clearing services. From chipping and clearing to full logging jobs, Cottle Chipping delivers honest work, dependable equipment, and results you can count on. For your logging and chipping needs, call Cottle Chipping at 740-596-5984. That's 596-5984. Cottle Chipping, local, experienced, and built to work the land.
Oak Hill Oak Sports on 97.7 WCJO.
I'm big apologies, listeners. That is totally my fault. I accidentally had a mute button hit on the computer side of things, and totally my fault. I apologize for that. If you're tuning in, it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Oaks trail 42-7.
Kansas State, I think it was Bill Snyder.
Thank you for
they ran a QB
Rob Leonard and Samantha Russ. Appreciate you guys sending me a text message there and letting me know. My apologies, listeners. Twins left, twins right. Eastern ball.
2005.
Oh, we got a flag. And there's a flag.
And the 2006
there is a flag.
Even though I was 4 or 5 years old, it's still the greatest game I've ever seen. And a flag
so it's going to be third down, and I don't know, 6. Let's get a little air moving in here.
Back
to the 30.
Third down and long after that.
That's a 37.
There we go. Can you see better now?
No, now it's worse.
Oh, really?
No, it's fine. Leave it. It's just because there's lots, the glass is dirty.
Clark, I'm so sorry that I did that to you. Would you like to have my sunglasses?
I would. No.
Okay. Thought that moon was.
I would look like Ray.
Oh, boy. Yep, twins left, twins right. Back to pass. There's ball in the air. It's way overthrown. It's going to be a fourth down on the Eagles now. Fourth down, and it looks like the Eagles punt team is trotting onto the field.
Fourth down, Eastern.
Got about a minute 23 to go in the third, and they're going to give the Oaks the ball back.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So Boston Webb will be lined back to punt for the Eagles.
I even get excited to see Boston Webb punt the ball.
Punter is number 6, the quarterback.
All 3 sides of the football, folks, and he plays all 3 of them.
Bryden Davis.
What a punt. Great punt.
It looks like this
there goes the ball.
Is going to roll forward to right around the 39-yard line or so, and picked up there by Cade Leist.
That had the makings of a great punt. Then it hit and
it rolled forward.
Went backwards.
It's an unlucky bounce. The ball rolled forward.
Right.
Still, the clock's still running here as we change possession. So we'll see if the Oaks get a snap or not here in this quarter.
I don't even think they're going to come out.
I think they're just going to wait right here. Coach Hale talking to him in the huddle, and we may just ride this one out to the fourth quarter.
That's what it looks like they're going to do.
We'll see here in a moment as we'll keep it. Actually, no, we'll be able to go. So the clock running here again, 10 seconds, and Oak Hill is going to actually come out of the huddle here, so we'll see if they actually get something off, but I'm not sure they will.
There's definitely not getting a snap off.
3, 2, 1, and that is the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, the score is Eastern 42, Oak Hill 7, and we'll keep it right here for a moment. Running clock, as I said, as you can see, Jared, just how much of a difference it does with the timing of this game when you have a running clock in the second half. I know you said you're new to this, but that was just quick.
Yeah, it really was, and, if I don't mind it up here in the booth. I'm sure the fans don't mind it.
It's hard to
either.
believe, but we've not even been playing for 2 hours here. It's still 8:48.
But if I'm a player, man, I don't like that at all. I want to play as much as I can. If I'm a senior, these are speeding these games up. I'd do anything to go back and play another game of high school football. So I don't know if I like it per se. I think it maybe takes a little bit of the just the pureness out of the game, if you ask me. But up here, I don't mind it.
I also understand it from the perspective of if the game is one-sided in one way or the other, it is sportsmanlike, so the game doesn't end in, further either. I don't want to use the word embarrassment, but just, you don't want the game to get any worse than it already is.
Yep, and I don't disagree with the rule, but as a player, I know the feeling of.
And it looks like they're going for a play here, goes and looks like just short of the first down, and a good play there by the Oaks.
Yeah, but as a player wanting to play every winking second of every single game, which I guess you are playing the same amount of time technically, but you're not running the same amount of plays.
I see your point of view. After all, time is precious, especially in high school football.
For sure.
It's going to be at the 47-yard line of the Oaks. It is going to be second down and short here. About a yard to go. So the Oaks picking up some yardage. Let's see if they may be able to punch something into the end zone before we send it home. And look at that formation. Bunched up.
That's an interesting one.
And it looks like a pass back. And it looks like Osborne has his hand on it. He's got a first down and plenty more. Knocks a man down just shy of the 35-yard line. And a good play there by Landon Osborne. In on the tackle was Ivory Howe, number 41.
Yeah, and Eastern's getting some of these younger kids in there, man. Ivory was pumped up to get hit like that.
Howe is a freshman, 5'8", 150.
Hey, on the stat sheet, that goes down as a tackle, bud.
Exactly. First down for the Oaks, though, and a good play, though, for Landon Osborne, as the Oaks still have their starting core out on the field.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, at once upon a time, I was an undersized underclassman, and you just got to get in front of these people and hit them, and hope for the best. I've been there.
Snap, and looks like they're going to pitch this one up over to Bo McNeil. Bo McNeil gets a cut, and he is going to get another good gain on that. From our angle, I think he might just be short of a first down. It's going to be second and short. But they're trying some things here, Jared. See if they just can't punch something into the end zone while they have a little bit of time.
Yeah, they heard us talking about the running clock, and they said, you know what, Jared makes a pretty good point here. Let's go ahead and stop this thing.
Well, that is true. If they do get a touchdown, the running clock would stop. At least I believe.
What's it going to?
Actually, no, I think it's to cut it off. It has to be less than that.
Gotcha.
30 to start it, and I think it might be 20 to stop it. Somebody in the live chat would know.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe
and they pitch back.
Yeah,
Osborne drops it, and there is going to be a fumble on the play, and that's going to bring up a significant loss, as Osborne just had to fall down on that one.
Yep.
And that brings up a long situation, 3rd and long. I'll tell you this, I've never been to a high school football game where once the running clock starts, it is stopped.
Yeah.
I have never seen that.
Okay.
Not that it doesn't happen. Again, it can happen. It's just the opponent team has to have an exceptional second half.
Yeah, and I do want to give a quick shout out to the stadium here, the fans. They still show up. They're supporting this team, even through the struggles. Man, Oak Hill is just a sleeping giant.
Bobbles a snap, and who has that one? I think maybe the Oaks do, but I'm not for sure. There's an Eagle and an Oak in on that one, and knocked down and
flapping
domino effect. Now they're going to say Eastern got the fumble.
Looks like Wyatt Unger got hit with a taser. Oh, they got it?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Okay.
So Eastern got it. It looked like for a second as you seen Gillen fall forward to try to pick it up. It looks like Eastern all over that ball, and the Eagles pick it up, and the clock is still running.
Got it back.
See what they can do here.
They may be able to end this game on this drive, to be honest with you, Hank, if they keep running the ball like they've been doing.
It is at the 43-yard line. Bryden Davis under center. The Eagles in an I formation. Curious to see what Eastern does here with the ball and the considerable lead as they pitch this one back. It looks like they have an opening down the gut.
What a run.
And that is
He's gone.
Chevy Knowles. And Knowles goes to the 20, 10, 5, and brought down, and that might be a flag. Do they call anything on that? I do not see a flag down.
I think
But he is going to be brought down just short of the end zone.
I think he got him by the shoulder pad, which is legal, as long as you don't grab that horse collar. But I think Knowles got a little cocky there, waving his hand, and Oak Hill did not take a liking to it.
The sophomore Chevy Knowles there almost had a rushing touchdown.
He had it. If he didn't want to taunt and showboat, man, he had it. Now, a quick update in the chat here. Mark Sloan, which is a good friend of mine, uncle of Micah, wants me to patent the phrase Bell House.
Bell?
I might have to look into that, see how to do it.
Why does that sound like an off-name cookie brand or something?
Yeah, Toll House, Bell House.
Coffee, I don't know, Bell House
I don't
coffee.
dislike it, though. Now, I think they did call an unsportsmanlike conduct on Knowles there for waving, because they're back to the...
They knocked it back, would have been first and goal.
They're back to the 15. Yeah,
yeah. And he paid for that, too.
That's a nice run, man. It really was.
So
he thought he had it, though. He thought he was going to get in, and they stopped him.
Ball is going to be marked right around the 10. and hands this one off and see what happens here. Moves up and I think we got second down. Think of all the things, though, Jared, we could use the name Bell House for. I don't know.
I think I'm just going to start going by Jared Bellhouse Baltimore.
So what would the Bell House, like imagine Bell House Coffee, the logo should just be like a picture of Independence Hall with a Liberty Bell? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get a shirt made up before next game, but just say Bell House on
Bell
it.
House.
I'm going to see if I can get Coach Tomlinson to take it on as a slogan.
If we can get a picture of him wearing it, that would be viral. Whistle blown there, and they're going to say a penalty. There'll be offsides against the Oaks.
Yep. Now I'm all about slogans for seasons. Give me a good slogan. Now Coach Tomlinson came up with a good slogan the very first year Eastern had a team. I'm actually not even going to repeat it on the air because it could be taken the wrong way. But we were getting it printed on shirts and everything else, and then they put an abrupt stop to it.
If you know, you know.
It wasn't anything bad. It really wasn't, but it could have been interpreted that way, I guess.
And hands this one off, number 41 with the carry. That is Ivory Howell getting some touches with the ball.
Ivory Howell with the carry. I want to see one of these younger kids get into the end zone here. But, shoot, we've seen a first touchdown. Allen scored in the first half for his first career touchdown, I believe.
Yes. And now coming out here, the 4-yard line. We've got 4 yards to go. Second and goal.
And I think Eastern's going to run as much clock as they can. They should. 15 seconds on the play clock still. Run it down here, boys.
See what happens. And might hand this one off.
See if you can get into the Bell House here.
And hands this one off, and that is going to be it. Just short, perhaps.
I think he made it.
He pushed forward, but there's no call on that.
Man, that's awfully close.
And if he didn't cross the plane, folks, he came awful close to it.
I'm not even
and
sure.
They're pulling up third down on the chain, so they're saying 3rd and 1, but very close.
Look how close that ball is to the goal line. It's about 1/3 and a centimeter.
Remember we were talking earlier about the 60s Green Bay Packers and the QB sneak at the 1-yard line?
Let's go ahead and do this here. And
they're going to pull off one of those Philadelphia Eagles tush pushes?
I would. Get in the end zone here and head on back to Beaver.
Clock running under 3.5 to go in this ball game. Eastern with a comfortable lead. Play clock at 10 seconds. And Davis hands this one off and touchdown. I think that was Ivory Howell getting the touchdown.
Yeah, number 41, Ivory Howell.
The freshman, another first time tonight.
Right into the Bell House.
Touchdown. Ivory Howell scores, and Eastern increases their lead on what is already a running clock. We'll still run this one out as we line up for the point after. And that probably solidifies that we're not getting away from this running clock. 2.5 to go in the ball game. Going to let a little bit of time expire here. The kick is up, and it is good.
Man, he kicked that a mile.
It is 49-0 Eastern. 49-7 Eastern. My bad. Didn't mean to say that. But either way, 49-7 Eastern. And Jared, this one's all over by the shouting. The clock's still running.
Yep, I think we got about 2 minutes left. Great performance by the Eagles here. I think they came in and expected to win. They expected to win in this fashion too. So you got to have your head held high going into the locker room here. And do we know who we play next week?
Memphis at home.
Memphis. Okay, so
quick trip just across the county line for the Memphis Falcons.
Now, I do believe that was a really good game last year, was it not?
I believe so. Jack Montgomery had a really good game that night. I remember that.
Yep. So.
And that'll be week number 3 for the Eastern Eagles. A matchup again between their neighbors in Minford.
Yep. I love seeing the Eastern Minford matchup, man. Like you just said, your neighbors to the south. You're about 20 minutes away from there. A lot of these kids, especially in Stockdale, go to you're in Minford all the time if you're down that way. So.
And it's crazy to think that we've already had one home game. It's going to be the first true home game of the season.
Yeah, and shout out to Piketon last week for being a gracious host to Eastern. It was a great environment. 10 minutes, 15 minutes down
Got
the
to
road.
play on a turf field and maybe even get a little bit prepared for this game.
Yeah, I know it was confusing a lot of viewers. They're like, why are they playing at Piketon? But we couldn't ask for a better environment, a better field. Piketon boosters jumped in and we're still selling concessions and everything.
Of course, that was because of the rain that we had up until that point. And this is going to be a short kicked out of bounds. Of course, there's the penalty flag.
That should end it.
And they're just going to let this one run out 30 seconds. And that was probably a deliberate kickoff out of bounds just because, again, the clock will run out. Mm-hmm. And Eastern, Jared, is going to go to 1-1 on the season. Oak Hill 0-2. And needless to say, the Eastern Eagles have definitely bounced back after the heartbreak last week.
Yep, they sure have, and you got to get right back in on Monday and get ready for a tough Minford team.
3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. Eastern picks up the win. The final score this evening, 49-7. The Eagles 1-1, the Oaks 0-2, and we'll step aside and be back for post-game coverage, a brief post-game wrap-up on Total Media Sports.
Career website today for more information.
Thank you to Neil Eist and family for supporting the Eastern Eagles.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people, and that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BodkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com. Legal challenges? Chase Brown Law provides dedicated, personalized legal services to guide you through. Chase Brown Law, your advocate for justice and peace of mind. Looking for that old school sweet treat? Come on down to Emma's Frosty Cream in Beaver, Ohio. From soft serve cones to fresh baked pizza, Emma's is the hometown favorite. Emma's Frosty Cream. Visit today and cool down the right way.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Solutions is proud to support our local teams and the communities that cheer them on. Serving industrial, commercial, and residential customers with asphalt repair, infrared patching, surface cleaning, parking lot striping, hydrojet drain cleaning, handyman contracting, and more. Whatever your property needs, Willis Advantage is ready to make the play. Call 740-577-4574. Willis Properties Solutions, proud to support local football.
97.7 WCJO.
Jackson County Port Team, a post-overdose response team, is here to support individuals and families on the path to recovery. Made up of caring professionals from the Jackson Municipal Probation Department, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, the Counseling Center, Warriors for Christ, Hopewell, the Ohio State Highway Patrol Jackson Post, the Adam H. Board, and other local agencies. If you or someone you love needs support, reach out today. Email jacksoncountyport8@gmail.com. Jackson County Port, where the light is always on for you.
Some financial institutions look at their customers as a group of numbers waiting to be processed. We treat our customers like people, individuals with dreams and aspirations. That's why we're committed to giving customer service a personal, know-you-by-name touch. If you're tired of being treated like a number, give us a try. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
This is 97.7 WCJO.